This episode of The Direction is brought to you by Alabama 811. Know what's below. Call before you dig. We're on my favorite trip of the year on the Coosa River in Alabama, but we got some tough water conditions on our hands.
So we might have to work for them a little bit today, but we're gonna figure it out. Look how pale he is. I'll catch him like that all day long and have fun.
These spotted bass just don't want to cooperate in this muddy water, so we're going to rely on some of this Hatten largemouth knowledge.
Man, you just don't realize how happy we are to see that fish.
There's nothing more exciting than catching some big Coosa River spotted bass. These big spotted bass are a little bit different breed. They're big monsters, they're powerful, they like to put their nose down and pull. We're headed to Alabama, Lake Mitchell. We're gonna be fishing with a good friend of mine, Hatten, and I can't wait to see what the action's gonna be. After 6 hours on the road, we're about ready to arrive. I'm gonna be glad to catch a little shut-eye and catch up to Hatten here soon.
Michael had invited us to stay at his fish camp. When we had got there, this place was trashed. He hadn't been down for the last couple years and some of his friends had been using it. Michael's not gonna be happy. We're headed to a hotel.
About water heater, what do you think? Yeah, because now it'll stink the whole time we're here. They ain't been here for 2 months, but there's plenty of food.
You find a brake panel for the hot water?
Well, I know for an Alabama guy, this morning's a little chilly and on the brisk side.
No, it's cold.
You rephrase, it's cold.
It's cold.
I make a simple phone call this morning to say hi to my kids. Well, they all supposed to be on the way to school, you know, so my wife answers the phone and she's asleep. And I said, what do you mean you're asleep? She said, the kids don't have any school. Your favorite stuff came down back home. Snow.
Snow day.
20 degrees there.
Anything below 60 degrees in Alabama is a chance of snow.
I see you ain't got your flip-flops on.
I ain't got my flip-flops on. We got a little bit of tough conditions here. This water is pretty darn muddy. So we might have to work for them a little bit today, but we're gonna figure it out. It's kind of how it always goes. You end up getting to the lake, you have all your baits tied on and you think you're ready, and what do? You end up changing everything up. You bet. Just thought about it, didn't you? Hook set's free.
Get out there and fish that edge, or
We'll run around the corner.
The current in muddy water is gonna make it tough, but we're gonna get this Ranger down to a different part of the lake and get to catching some fish. This segment was brought to you by Ranger Boats, still building legends one at a time.
All right, crew, let's get started. Sure.
Don't ignore the law. You must call 811 at least 2 to 3 days before any digging project so you can avoid hitting our essential buried utilities. For digging projects big or small, make the call to 811.
combining the best of old world craftsmanship with state-of-the-art technologies to bring fishermen everywhere a fishing rod that's feather light, extremely sensitive yet remarkably durable for any fishing condition or situation. Denali rods, tournament tested and tournament tough.
If you live anywhere in this area and you're shopping for a pontoon or bass boat, meet the Marine and Outdoor Superstore at Renegade Marine in Litchfield. Nobody has a larger selection of pontoon boats, bass boats, and aluminum boats, and all the accessories and goodies you want than Renegade Marine in Litchfield. Visit or call the Marine and Outdoor Superstore at Renegade Marine in Litchfield. Renegade. We want to see you on the water with a smile.
Montana 811 and The Direction want to remind you that whether you're planting a tree, building a fence, or just making improvements around your farm or home, click or call before you start your work to get the area marked. Then dig safely and avoid contact with buried utilities. You owe it to yourself and your loved ones. Know what's below. Call before you dig. For more information, visit us online at montana811.org.
This segment is brought to you by Power Pole. Swift, silent, secure. We're on my favorite trip of the year on the Coosa River in Alabama, where we got some tough water conditions on our hands, but Mike knows where these big spotted bass hang out.
Last spot where he is. Missed it. Daggone it. I just throw behind me there. That's a big, look how pale he is. Same exact spot I got bit the last time. Turn around in that little eddy. Boy, look how pale, muddy, cold water. That's what a fish looks like. Not a whole lot of color. Like it pulling on my line. I'll catch them like that all day long and have fun.
Little chunk.
Little football? Where's your mom and daddy at? That's what I want to know. Cold, muddy water. Still making a bite. Well, right now I'm tying back on my stupid tube. We're going to go to a little flashback memory of this spot from a few years ago. This guy right here falls in the lake around the corner this time of year. But this flashback this is a flat, and all this water when it's flooding and it's just jetting down through here, these fish kind of pile up out here on the edge of this, I'm gonna call flat before it drops off into the channel over there. So we kind of fish this seam of current down through here, and we just tightlining this stupid tube down through there and letting it sit on the bottom. And every time it gets behind a rock or something, we get bit.
The previous year, Michael and I were down here together fishing, and boy, did we catch some good ones.
There's one of them big coosas.
There it is, baby. You didn't lie. Look at that Kentucky bite there. Did you notice
Is that a Kentucky? No, that's a coosa. It's a Kentucky.
Notice what the Coosa guy's got on his rod, and notice what the Kentucky boy's got on his rod.
Nah, I will admit he has brought the Kentucky tube down here. The stupid tube.
The stupid tube, baby. Here we go.
There they are.
Hey, there we go. Look at here. Little spot. Isn't it funny? We get right up beside these rocks again. And there they are. Little old fat footballs. Look at that. Oh yeah. There we go, baby. This might be a little growed up. Oh yeah. A little more growed up one here. Here we go, baby. Now look at that.
Big old Coosa River spot.
I shouldn't do this, but I just did it. Now how about that, baby? I gotta give you one on that. Look at that spot. Wow, oh my, look at that. Son, that put a smile on my face. Oh yeah, here we go. There we go. What we got this time? Another drum. He's gonna run around the boat. That's a big old Coosa spot.
Big old
Come here, big girl. About that, folks. Right in that current. Pretty stuff. Look at that. In that current. You pretty good?
That's a toad.
Oh
right
yeah.
there. Hey.
Yeah.
Big old.
Oh yeah. There we go. Has he gained shoulders? There we go, baby. Look at that. Rocking them in the boat now. There he is. That's another solid one there. We're just flopping them in the boat, people. This is crazy. I mean, crazy. Son, I'm up here bouncing off the walls at the moment. And you didn't know you was fishing with a 10-year-old, did you?
I did not.
All right, here it is, Zach. Boys and girls, this is what it's all about right here. Coosa River spot fishing, baby. Oh, this is what it's all about. Look at that. Swimming all around, baby. Look at that. Mr. Hatten. The deal, baby. Whew. Are them beautiful? Are them beautiful?
There you go.
Oh, here we go. Telling you on the graph earlier, that's why they were just piled up right out here. Look at this.
Come on, big girl.
Oh, now she's up fighting back, ain't she?
I don't think that's a spot.
She a spot?
I don't think so.
No. One of them big old drums.
I think so.
Flathead Hatten, that's what we're gonna call you now. You bring me down here to a place I can't stay in, and then you take me catfishing.
It's got spots.
It is a spotted catfish, isn't it? Oh. Come on, hold him up now. We're going pictures on this one. He says, I don't think that's a spot.
It's got spots all over.
It's
I didn't
spots.
say what kind of spots.
Make a trip to
Get up
Alabama to fish with your buddies. This is what you get, catfishing at its finest.
That's a camouflage Coosa River spotted flathead catfish. That's what that is.
And that way, they're beautiful.
Oh yeah. That's a camouflaged fish right there, buddy.
Man, that fish could just lay on the bottom and nut and see it. Whoa, what's gonna be in the tree? Nope, what happened? You almost, oh, you did try to join me. Were you jealous?
I was.
I mean, were you jealous or what?
Thought you were lonely.
John, are you filming or are you sleeping? I believe we got a giant bass going here. Okay, now the baits are back in the boat.
We might need to run back down the river there, Mark.
Whatever.
See if we can't find a little bit cleaner water.
We're gonna get cleaner down or up?
Well, a lot of that stuff down gets filthed out from all the grass.
This segment is brought to you by Denali Rods. Tournament tested, tournament tough. These spotted bass just don't want to cooperate in this muddy water. So we're going to rely on some of this Michael Hatten largemouth knowledge. And we're going to go see if we can catch some largemouths.
Now, do you work it pretty fast or you like it kind of slow?
I usually fish it slow this time of year.
So I'm probably going too fast.
Slow as I can stand it. Make it stay in that. Now, April, May, you can't pull it out of the mouth fast enough in here.
Oh, I could throw this all day. I like this. This is my style right here. Hey, you talking about the style of fisherman I am. Look at here, look at here. That's a pig head up in the mat, baby. Look at there, baby. Hey, when the spotted bass won't bite, now look at the grin on his face.
That's right, now we're getting somewhere.
That's a pretty one.
5 of them make a good day, wouldn't it?
5 of them make a great day. 5 of them make a guy like me smile. All right, let's rig some reels up. Look out, there's a 7-2. And I need some braided line. There we go. Look at her. Hey, while I'm playing putting line on, this guy's catching fish. We call this the Michael Hatten Show right here.
Oh, we're doing what Michael Hatten likes to do now.
Drive all the way to Alabama to go spotted bass fishing, all excited about it. What do? Love it.
He got a spot.
He does. Look at him cute spot.
Yeah, I see. I'm gonna put him back here and take some pictures of him later.
All right, so here's the update of this. Spotted bass, 1. We done with them things. Weed mats, Mr. Hatten, our Denali 955 flipping rod, 7'11", 1.5 ounce weight, 4-rod hook, a little flipping bug, and we're gonna go get us some tugs.
Put your cricket in there and see what happens.
Your cricket. Let's go catching some cricket fish. So you just go along just flipping these mats, huh? Just,
You hit all these pockets.
I'm saying.
There he is.
There he comes out of there. Look at that, baby. That's what we're talking about right there. Love it. Hey, you gonna make a show flipping largemouth
Somebody got to.
on Lake Mitchell.
One more cast.
Yep, 1 more cast. How many times did I say that, Chris, per day? Every time. All right, well, I can tell you this, we got a bunch of grass in my boat. And spotted bass and grass, I don't think they're in a normal same sentence, but
Not
you know,
usually.
yesterday coming down, we kind of, we looked and watched the map and seen all this rain come through here. And of course, we can see on the upper end of this lake, it's a mud hole and mud's flowing through it. You flip a few out of these mats, and this is what you call willow grass. Is that what you call it?
Water willow.
Water willow. And we flip a few out of that. So I guess we're gonna call it a day, come back to it tomorrow.
See what we can do tomorrow. Better tomorrow.
Oregon Utility Notification Center and the Direction want to remind you that whether you're planting a tree, building a fence, or just making improvements around your farm or home, click or call before you start your work to get the area marked. Then dig safely and avoid contact with buried utilities. You owe it to yourself and your loved ones. Know what's below. Call before you dig. For more information, visit us online at digsafelyoregon.com.
For 50 years, Ranger has led the way in innovative, high-performance designs, and we're raising the bar again with a bold new flagship line, the Ranger Z Comanche L Series. These rigs are custom crafted with a passion for perfection and loaded with more features and advantages to deliver domination at every level. The next generation Ranger L Series. Celebrate a legacy, 50 years in the making.
Lone Star 811 and the Direction want to remind you that whether you're planting a tree, building a fence, or just making improvements around your farm or home, click or call before you start your work to get the area marked. Then dig safely and avoid contact with buried utilities. You owe it to yourself and your loved ones. Know what's below. Call before you dig. For more information, visit us online at lonestar811.com.
Now it's time for your safe digging moment of the week, brought to you by 811. Always remember to call before you dig. Our 811 moment of the week is Michael Hatten. He started flipping the mats and started to catch them, changing our whole plan from spotted bass to big lunkerhead largemouth. He might have saved the day.
You better get some water. We ain't gonna catch no fish. Hey, big fish today. That's my goal. Catching some piggly wigglies, boys and girls. Let's do it. You got an inspiring story for me. You're on my hero list. You know that? And I ain't saying that funny.
I like to think I'm an all right guy.
Well,
Ain't much better than that.
you all right in my book. This guy, he's got one kidney.
One kidney.
So you actually gave one of your kidneys up
Yep.
so that your brother-in-law
Could receive one.
receive a kidney.
I had to donate. We weren't a match, so I had to donate so that he could receive one. I donated to someone, and it was a swap program. I don't even know the person who got it. I just know they're from California, or the surgery was done in California. So they took my kidney out in Baltimore, Maryland, and early one Tuesday morning, and that evening it was put in somebody in Sacramento, California. So it crossed the United States in a day's time and was put in somebody on the West Coast.
That's amazing. I've always told my wife I would want to donate my organs if something ever happened to me, because there's so many people that are out there that are on them waiting lists, and I don't know much about it, or I don't even know the organizations, but I know it's one of them things that you hear the stories of people that have received these transplants and that. I mean, it's amazing what they can do today. Truly is amazing. But my hat's off to you, because I don't know that I have the I'd be scared.
Well, it wasn't the funnest thing I've done.
Of course, you say it all humbly that you've done that, but that's quite amazing, to be honest.
We're having a hard time getting anything going this second day. It took until after lunch when Michael finally got one bite.
I've seen that. Hey, look at that. There's a bass right there. With the first one we've seen all day. You better sling him in the boat, don't you? Let him come off. Look at that.
We finally found one, didn't we?
One. We had 2 bites in the last pocket though, so maybe it's
turned on.
Maybe it's the time of day.
Turned on. Little chump.
How about that, baby? Been a little slow.
Man, you just don't realize how happy we are to see that fish. Finally got one in the boat. We're happy. What time of day is it?
2 o'clock. 2:20.
Fishing all day into the fish.
But you know, yesterday we didn't really get bit till late.
Yeah.
There's nothing more enjoyable than going to catch some Coosa River spotted bass, Lake Mitchell, with Michael Hatten. This guy, he's a role model. He's got his life put together, and I sure enjoy being in the boat with him. The Direction is brought to you by 811. Know what's below, call before you dig. We would also like to thank these fine partners. Closed captioning is brought to you by Vectran. Live smart.